I'm Josh, this is Colin, and this is Perseverance, our floating off-grid home. Come explore with us as we sail to new places, we learn how to protect our environment, and see how we coexist with nature. We'll also make lots of friends along the way. Going to pick up Drew and Reed, our first two patrons on the boat. Currently visiting from Colorado. How's it going? You're not hitchhiking, it's Uber Dinghy. Yeah. Reed and Drew were two of our first patrons. For the past 5 years, they've been working towards buying a boat and living aboard full-time. We decided to host them on our boat to give them a little taste about what tiny space living and being on a boat is really like. We took them to Peanut, did some snorkeling, and Colin and I even got to fly our first drone.
Everybody friends now.
We really tried to let them be as hands-on as possible, even letting Reed do some docking here in West Palm. He did a great job getting us onto the dock comfortably and carefully. We also took them for a sail in the ocean, which was a bit sporty on the way out, but was a good sail overall. Reed and Drew started their own YouTube channel called Going Coastal Sailing. If you want to check them out, we'll leave a link in the description below.
Alright, we are anchored. We came in the Palm Beach Inlet. Josh and I touched nothing. These two boys from Going Coastal did 100% of the work.
Congratulations.
Going Coastal's now sailing.
Yeah, finally.
Hell yeah. We finally went coastal. I'd just like to say I thoroughly enjoyed this position. I would like to call it.
Oh yeah, it's nice back here, isn't it? Colin
Captain
does all the
Drew.
work.
Oh yeah. Let me go get you your shirt.
Colin does all the work when we sail. When he's up there doing that, that's hard work up there. Especially when it's windy or
I'm glad we just
cold.
got that on camera because now I have proof.
Imagine
Drew,
when
I
it's...
guess you need to wear your shirt.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
The captain is always right.
Excellent.
This is Colin's white boy dance.
For the boys' last night in West Palm, we ate at Hullabaloo, which we definitely recommend.
Cheers to a wonderful week with you guys. We've had an absolute blast and some more adventures to come.
We have appreciated it. It's been super fun, and you guys can come back anytime.
And hopefully we steered you more towards boat life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're happy to announce that not long after visiting us, Drew and Reed ended up buying a Leopard 40, about the same age as ours. They've moved aboard full-time and are starting their sailing adventures. Special thanks again to Drew and Reed for being patrons of ours, and thanks to all of our patrons for supporting us. We really appreciate it. If you do enjoy our content, please subscribe to our channel. Also throw a like on any videos you enjoyed watching, and put any questions or comments down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be sure to see all of our content the moment it's released.
Alright, Hurricane Ian is on the west coast of Florida as a Category 3 storm. We're getting some of the outer bands just now. We are right here. And tornado warnings just inland from us, and water spout warnings just offshore from us, so right in the middle.
Hurricane Ian was an absolutely massive Category 5 storm when it made landfall. It was dumping rain on us days ahead of its landfall, even when we were over 330 miles away from the eye. So we're between rain bands, so Colin is bailing out the dinghy. It hasn't been windy very much at all, but it's been heavy rain, and it's going to continue, so...
Oh, trip.
The night before Ian made landfall was the most stressful for us. We had 3 or 4 tornado warnings pop up directly over us overnight from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Later, we heard 2 were confirmed on the ground, just a couple of miles from us. I've been watching storms on radar in Minnesota since I was a kid, but I am by no means a meteorologist, so if I'm wrong about any of the following, please post it in the comments below. In this radar image, I believe we're looking at a pretty well-defined hook echo, which depicts a tornado on radar. As you can see, it's right in the blue circle, which is where we're anchored. And this image is a wind velocity depiction, where you can see green is wind moving towards the radar, and red is wind moving away from the radar. This red next to green is a more clear indication of a tornado showing counterclockwise rotation. But these would be the sorts of images a meteorologist would call radar-indicated tornadoes. What I'm trying to convey with all this is that even when a hurricane is 200 miles away from you, you still need to be ready and prepared for anything. And this is why we just prefer to avoid the hurricane area altogether during summer.
Hurricane Ian, 2022. Last night was a rough one. We had 4 tornado watches that were all directly over us.
4 tornado warnings.
4 tornado warnings that were directly over us. The signs we saw were the eerie calm, like when it's been really blowing and blustering, and then all of a sudden the wind dies to just nothing and it's silent.
We saw a few lightning strikes. That was the greenest sky I've ever seen.
It was like neon club lights.
It was,
yeah,
green.
So, green. It was more neon than that.
Yeah.
So now that the sun's up, it's a bit less daunting, eerie, at least for now. But this wind is like 30 knots sustained, even higher gusts, and we're probably not getting out of the boat, off the boat today, at all. So stay tuned. You know how I like my coffee with a little hurricane. So Colin's having his porch sitting time with the 30 knot winds out here.
He will have his porch sitting time, damn it.
Well, this is great. It's not too hot.
It's a nice day.
It's actually really nice.
Should we go to the dock bar?
It's like we're sitting in a washing machine.
Even the big yachts over there, you can see they tied their dock lines across to the next dock over. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So I was sitting up here and I lifted my coffee up above the barrier here, and the 50 knot wind started swirling and splashing the coffee in my face, so it wasn't very effective. Porch sitting time, yay!
Isn't it so nice out? Hey, we got some sun.
We do have some sun. So the boat that was previously stuck under the Royal Park Bridge has lost its mast and is now drifting uncommanded through the anchorage. Josh is getting the dinghy motor started just in case there comes a situation where we need to try and fend the boat off. It seems like it's not making much progress to the west. It seems like it's mostly heading north. Maybe it'll clear these docks, but either way, it's either coming into the anchorage, it's going into the city dock, or it's going into that mega yacht marina, or it's going to get caught on the next bridge, and then there's a whole mooring field of boats past that bridge. So the Coast Guard and towboat were made aware of this an hour or two ago when the boat was stuck on the bridge, to see yet another example. We've seen this a couple times in Key West, where they'll monitor the situation, but they won't actually do anything unless there is immediate threat to life. And I think a lot of damage gets caused. When we had that boat drag onto us in Key West, the Coast Guard did nothing but witness it, and I don't see how that is a solution to anything.
Crew on this boat.
He pushed it to the end of the dock, now he's giving it to the people at the dock to deal with. With that crisis dealt with, we rode out the rest of the storm with the rest of our liveaboard friends in West Palm.
Good morning.
Well, last night was still pretty rough. Probably the most gusts we felt. And all of a sudden this morning, it seems like we are back to normal. Looks like Hurricane Ian picked up speed and shot right across the Florida Peninsula. And, oh, Luna's trying to pee. Alright, so, got those jerry cans out of Luna's way. Yeah, we were expecting a whole nother day of really strong winds, and today is it's still pretty windy, but it's finally clocked around to be coming from the west, so it is flatter in here finally. We have been, as you saw in those clips yesterday, all of this has been a washing machine for the last 36 hours or so. And yeah, it's actually very cool out. Looks like Ian is gonna cross the peninsula and remain a tropical storm, now heading for Charleston. So that's really not a whole lot of warning for those guys up there. Storm's really just really strong and unpredictable.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It really helps our channel grow. If you enjoy our content, please consider supporting us on Patreon.